Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Evan. In today's video, I'm going to break down the two trades that I took, break down the percentage gain and loss for each trade, show you guys why I took these trades, and we'll go from there. So immediately, as you can see on my screen, I have QQQ pulled up, and you can see at the beginning of the day, we had an uptrend forming. Now, with this said uptrend forming, I located, pretty much the high areas. So we had 393. Was a high area that I was looking for price to break. And then 392 was a low area, multiple touches, price hanging out around this area. That was another area that I was looking for to the downside. Immediately off of open, we got a huge push up, and you can see that price broke my 393 level. Now, like I always say in my videos, I did not hop in on this trade because it was way too early in the market open. Do I regret not hopping in? Probably yes, now looking at how price action moved, but it was just not in my it was against my rule book, right, to hop into a trade this early upon market open. So as you can see, we broke above that 393 level. We ended up coming up, pulling back, and I could see obviously the market was very bullish already from the pre-market and then from that huge rip up. So I was looking for a little bit of a further upside move. So upon this pullback, we found support at this 9 EMA. And normally with huge rips up like this, we'll get a support at something very short term. We'll get a support at like the 9 EMA or the 20. We won't end up pulling back super far. So that's why this support off the 9 EMA for me was enough. We ended up being supported there, and I entered a call right on this push up of this candle. So immediately, we come back down, we retest it. I'm chilling. We're all hanging everything's perfectly fine so far, right? We begin to push up, and my ideal take profit was a break above this 394.14 level, as you can see here. That was my ideal profit, was just a break above that, a little bit of a break maybe into the 20s or the 30s. That would have been a nice little 15 to 20% gain right there. But we ended up pushing up, rejecting around that area once, coming back down. We never broke below the 20, so we were perfectly fine. Pushing up again, rejecting, pulling back to the 20 again, pushing up once more, finally rejecting and beginning to sell off. Now, obviously, this purple arrow is where I sold, so I didn't end up selling until we broke below this 45-day EMA, which is the yellow line here. I didn't end up selling until we broke below that because price moved so quickly on that pullback. So unfortunately, I took a little bit of a more sizable loss on this, which was a 15% loss. So from here, my entry point to here, I took a 15% loss. I still managed it fairly well. Now, I will say, whenever I clicked the sell button, the price of the option was higher than what I got filled at. I got filled at a lower price simply because price was moving down so quickly. So that was unfortunate, and it could have probably been a 10% loss, but instead it was a 15%. Nonetheless, still manageable. So moving on, obviously I can see we formed this kind of resistance up here and the support down here. And once we broke that support, not only did I get out, but I'm looking for somewhat of a reversal because we've had this much time of price just pushing back and forth, this consolidation the entire time. So once we broke below that 45-day EMA, I ended up selling out, and immediately I say if we're going to continue down like this, I can see momentum shifting. I want to look for a short position, and a very quick short position, not something that I'm going to be holding into. So immediately, I see this next candle leg down. I end up entering a light size of puts here, and we end up riding this thing from the red arrow here all the way straight down through the moving average beautifully. We didn't even bounce at the moving average, which was another key for me. That's why I kept holding just a little bit longer. I held this trade for a total of 3 minutes, from 10:04 to 10:07. 3 minutes I was in this trade. We ended up breaking below that moving average there, and I ended up selling on this nice push right here for a 35% gain. So do the math here. I took a 15% loss with all this consolidation to then make a 35% gain right, from here to here in 3 minutes. So awesome day. I'm very thankful for it. I'm very thankful that I was able to basically recover from that loss and be able to get into that move quickly and get out of that move very quickly. Now, obviously, as you can see, price continued moving down. These contracts ran up like a more percentage. I'm not exactly sure what they went up to, but they ended up pushing down more. But obviously, as you can see, you would have had to hold through a bunch of chop. So I'm very thankful for that move that I was able to catch. And this just points out, keep in mind to manage your losses, keep them as small as possible. This 15% loss right here was not supposed to be a 15% loss. It was supposed to be a max 10% loss, but I got filled at not exactly the best area. So sometimes you have to take into account for that. This guy's trying to chew his bone during the video. So, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Say hi, Bubba. Oh, we gotta give it back to him. You go in the other room? Okay. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you did, please drop a like down below, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.